Hi, welcome to another practice activity to differentiate the past simple and the present perfect. So I have a very special assignment for you. Let's read the instructions and I will explain what that is about. It says, you are in charge of admissions in a Big Brothers, Big Sisters volunteer group in your city. Have you heard of Big Brothers, Big Sisters groups? They are groups, this is just one of the names that they have, in which somebody who is an adult or a grown teenager can help children who are younger than them as if they were their big brothers or their big sisters. Sometimes they have needs like help. They need help with homework assignments, or they need just somebody to talk to because they don't have somebody in their lives who can provide that kind of counseling or help that they might get from somebody they know and they trust. This is very important that we have that, but we have to be very careful who is a big brother or big sister, because we need to make sure that the people who are going to help others are people who have certain standards that are very trustworthy, and especially that we can trust the lives or the minds of little boys and girls because they are going to receive advice from these big brothers, big sisters. We have to be careful. We can never be too careful. All right. So there are certain specific guidelines for admissions in these groups, but let's say that you are in charge of certain of collecting certain information so that you can decide whether you can admit the one person to this group or not, whether they can move on to in the admissions process. All right. With that being said, let's continue with the instructions. Write a list of 5 questions you would ask any prospective volunteer who wants to become a big brother or big sister. All right, any 5 questions, not the most defining questions, but some questions with which you are going to practice whether the past simple or the present perfect. That is my recommendation in this activity. All right, so what 5 questions would you ask somebody who is going to become a big brother or big sister to work in that volunteer group? All right, pause your video, complete the assignment, and I'll show you the answers, some possible answers in a moment. All right, pause the video now, please. Good. So now let me give you any five questions that a boy wrote. That a girl wrote, and we are going to read them together. All right. It says, what made you decide to be part of this group? That is the past simple. All right. We're gonna listen to the pronunciation later. What made you decide? Past simple. Have you worked in a volunteer group before? Any time in the past? Good. Present perfect. Did anyone invite you to become part of this group? Did anyone invite you? Good. So that is past simple. When was the last time, past simple, you helped make a difference in someone's life? That is very good. When was the last time? So we're talking about the past simple here. And finally, we have you been informed about the opportunities to help others that you are going to have here? Opportunities to have others that you're going to have here. Have you been informed? All right. So when they answer those questions, you might decide whether you want to let them move on in the admissions process or not. I'm going to pause my video and you're going to listen to the pronunciation of these sentences and you're going to practice pronouncing them. All right. Good. So I'm going to pause my video now.
What made you decide to be part of this group? Have you worked in a volunteer group before? Did anyone invite you to become part of the group? When was the last time you helped make a difference in someone's life? Have you been informed about the opportunities to help others that you are going to have here?
All right, so I hope that you listened and practiced the pronunciation of those sentences. And with that, we can move on to the last practice activity that we have on this topic. I will see you on the next video.